That's all, folks.
Hello there everyone, this is Marcbrightside and welcome to my Let's Play of Rayman 3, definitely one of the fonder games from my childhood. I've had a lot of fun with this game for many years and hopefully you'll see why. It's a good game, there are some problems with it, I'll be addressing those as we go through, but overall, yeah, I definitely like this game. Special thanks to Paul the Tall for helping me to get this game running. He's the same guy that helped me fix Humaniki when that went wrong, so yeah. I love him very much. For this intro section, all we're doing is guiding ourselves left and right to collect the lums and replenish our health after the intro cutscene. And that's pretty much it, so you're always going to get 100% for this level, and I will be seeing you in a few moments for our first proper cutscene.
Phew. How's it hanging, wiener dog? Come on, I'm kidding. Hey, I like that outfit on you. When does it come off? Don't be so touchy. Here, check out what I found. The manual. It's all in here. If you read the story, you'll find your way out. Once upon a time, there were lums. Harmony, love, peace. Boring! Suddenly, a black lum transforms the red lums into hoodlums. The world is in great danger. Ooh, here we go. It says here that Glowbox took off with your hands.
Knowing what a scaredy cat he is, he's probably hiding someplace.
It's not gonna be easy to get your hands on him. Hands, no pun intended. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that every action wins you points. Let me demonstrate. Keep an eye on the counter. Whenever you score points, the indicator appears and you switch to combo mode. This is where things get really cool. In combo mode, your actions are worth even more points. But you gotta act fast. If your scoring stops, combo mode stops. One last thing. Points can buy you access to hidden levels, so try to score big! This manual looks like a bust, but there's bound to be one or two useful things in it.
So, for those of you not familiar with the Rayman series, it takes place in a kind of Lewis Carroll style fantasy setting. Here we have our protagonist, the limbless Rayman. Why is he limbless? I don't know, he just is. Go deal with it. And Mr. Tutorial up there is Murfy, who was quite likeable in Rayman 2, to be honest, but he didn't talk in Rayman 2, so you can see what went wrong there. They gave him a voice and he became a bit of a turd, but we only have to put up with him for this first world, and then we never have to deal with his annoying greenness ever again. So, as he mentioned the combo system just before this area loaded, we'll get into that briefly. All the little gems that we can see scattering around here give you 10 points each. There are some red gems that give you 30 points. Killing an enemy will give you, well, it depends on the enemy. So most enemies will give you 250, some give you 120. The big boss enemies give you 1500 each. And as we can see by the combo meter, it stacks. The main meat of this game is seeing how high of a score you can get. So to do that, you want to maximize the potential of the combo meter by getting the least valuable gems first, so that the higher gems stack. I'm going to try not to be too anal about this, because when I play the game casually, I do go for perfect scores, but that's not really fun to watch. And here I'm just going to turn around and stare at this log. Yeah, you can't really see it too clearly there. Scattered around the level are these little blue lizards, and if we go into first person view and stare at them, they give us 250 points each time, so definitely look out for those guys. They make a little low-pitched squeaking noise, so they're not entirely impossible to find, but they are quite well hidden, so just keep an eye out and keep an ear out. Ooh, what's happening plot-wise? We are looking to get our hands back after our idiot friend Glowbox, the big fat blue guy, stole them away from us because he's a moron. We'll be getting quite sick of Glowbox's idiotic ways. Yeah, shut up Murphy, whatever. You're not funny, you're never going to be. But as we go up here, we'll actually find Glowbox cowering in a barrel with our hands, so all we have to do is get over here, as he said, hit the switch to make this gate thing rise and beat the living shit out of this barrel. And fun times will be had by all.
Hey, Rayman!
Oh, bad touch. I do have to ask, how do you steal someone's hands if they're not attached to his body? I don't know. Rayman never really preoccupies itself with logic, you just sort of take everything as it comes in this game. But we're lumbered with Glowbox now, who will sort of help, but mostly hinder our adventure, so look forward to that. And here's the first enemy in the game, which I got hit by. I've never been hit by that enemy before, ever in my life, so that was a bit embarrassing, but of course it would happen while I'm recording, but I didn't want to redo it. Whatever. I hope you're liking the nice ripple effect in the water around here, but if we go over here and stare in this gap, we can actually see, yeah, these 3D models are kind of hollow. So it's a nice effect until you look too closely and notice the gaps in the level. Literally, the gaps in the level.
Hello, stars. Hello, nature. What's your name, little flower? Rose. My name's Glowbox.
You're an idiot, Glowbox. Anyway, all we have to do to advance is punch this switch and open the door.
Wow! Rayman, you turned on the light! Pretty!
What'd I tell ya? Here come the thugs again. They're raiding the Fairy Council. Enough is enough. I was told that after Rayman 2, I'd be cast as a tormented artist who falls for a girl with great big eyes. And here I am, still playing a sidekick in a low-budget flick. Yeesh.
I love how flat that joke falls. There's even like an awkward pause afterwards. It's like they knew it wasn't funny. Anyway, in that cutscene we're introduced to the main enemies of the game, formerly the Hoodlums. As he mentioned there, the little black fly guy in the intro cinematic is called Andre. What he's done is he's gone around transforming the red fairies of the game, known as Lums, into black Lums. How he does this, is never really explained. Hello, little blue guy. But when he amassed his army of black Lums, they scoured the land and stripped all of the furry animals of their hair in order to create these weird sort of potato sack-looking bodies. Why they do this is never really explained either. It's kind of vague what Andre hopes to achieve. He wants to take over the heart of the world, which is located here in the Fairy Council, and it's sort of not really the, like, pool of life where everything came from. It's never really explained what the heart of the world is, so, I don't know. Ugh! Don't you look at me that way.
Good job, Rayman.
Anyway, we have our hands back now, should have gone into this sooner, and our basic attack in the game is, as you've probably already noticed, punching. You can throw your fist to deliver a basic punch, you can charge it up in order to hit harder and to smash these piggy banks, which Mr. Tutorial will not shut the fuck up about while I'm doing it. And you can also curve your fist, which we'll have to do for this next puzzle in order to ascend the tower. You can see here, holding down the right trigger will allow you to lock on, and then curve your fist to either side. This is the basic way of combating almost every enemy in the game, so get used to doing this. And speaking of enemies, this particular hoodlum houses Andre, the main bad guy of the game. Yeah, well fuck you, Murphy, I'm gonna be going downstairs. All you have to do is hit him 3 times, sometimes 6 times, I'm not really sure what determines that, but anyway. I'm not going to be doing that just yet because there's something I want to show off. If you... well, there's all these gems for starters. Murphy, shut up, god damn you. Jesus. Sick of your shit, Murphy, fuck. Anyway. Yeah, there's a little glitch you can pull off here, it's very pointless, and you thought I was going to miss you over there, didn't you, little blue guy? Yeah, I think they're called, Matavus. I'm not sure. I'm not up on my Rayman canon. I have a very mixed relationship with this series. There are some games in the series I really enjoy, and some not so much. As you could probably guess by what I'm doing, you're not supposed to do this. You're just supposed to knock out the hoodlum and trigger the next cutscene, but there's a thing I found out you can do. I found out you could do this when I was quite young. So, just stand on top of here, hit the switch repeatedly, it's a bit fiddly, but what do you expect, you're not supposed to do it, and then glide over. Hey Murphy, hey. Hey Murphy, hey Murphy, hey. Hey Murphy. Hey Murphy, hey. Yeah, fuck this, let's just move on. Boom.
Ah! Listen up, Pipsqueak. Soon I'll transform the energy from the heart into an army of hoodlums. Then I'll deal with you.
Whoa, what could this be? The laser detergent that transforms your clothes into combat fatigues.
Combat fatigues! That's exactly what we need! You're right!
Rayman, no! It belongs to the hoodlums. It might be dangerous. You'll make a nervous wreck out of me. Very stunning. Now you just gotta figure out how it works. Good luck.
And here we have our first power-up of the game. These are, according to the game, laser detergent that transforms your clothes into weapons. I can't even begin to think how that would work, but they're useful for 2 reasons. One, there's the obvious benefit that every power-up provides you. Please ignore the fact that I burped there a second ago. I hope that didn't show up. Yes, Murphy, you definitely are. But while you have a power-up, as well as the benefits of whatever that particular power-up provides you, it also doubles your score while you're holding it. So if there are any gems in an area and you have the opportunity to get a power-up, you definitely want to do that first, because that way it'll double your score from all the gems. Anyway, this is another enemy we have to curve our fist in order to defeat. As we'll be seeing when we get to the first non-tutorial world of the game, almost every enemy in the game will block standard punches from the front, so if you want to deal any decent damage to them, you have to curve your fist. If you charge up, then you will break their block, but if you just want to kill something quickly, then just use the curve punches, it's what the game expects from you. There's a little secret cache of gems over here. Well, it's not really secret, but it's out of the way. It's kind of actually hard to get those with the power-ups still intact, because as you see, I barely cut it there. All of the power-ups run on a timer, which you can see above our health meter in the lower right corner. What else haven't I covered? If you get close enough to an enemy, you can actually kick them, but more often than not, they'll just slap you in the face for doing it, so it's really not advised. Ooh, and here's this little guy. That's a tribell. I actually know what that's called. They're a type of butterfly, and if you walk very slowly up to them, then they will give you 250 points just for that. If you walk too quickly up to them, then they get scared and they fly away, so you have to keep an eye out for them so that you don't accidentally run into them while you're exploring the level. Please don't do that, Rayman. Shit.
Oh my god, what is going on here? Would you mind being a bit more quiet?
Bug off, fairy! Zelda needs you!
Did he really say Zelda needs you? Oh. Yeah, this game does have pretensions to being funny. It's a much lighter tone than previous games in the series. Rayman 2 was noticeably darker than this, but for this one they've got a lot of sort of self-referential humor, and it's sometimes funny, but a lot of the time it's just sort of standard Seth MacFarlane type humor. Anyway, in this section we're looking for Andre, who's hiding in one of the cavities in the wall, but the issue is all of the other cavities hide fairies that will give you 250 points if you find them. As soon as you find Andre, however, all of the other fairies stop appearing, so you want to get as many of them beforehand as possible. Except I fuck it up and end up missing the last fairy because, yeah,
Don't let him escape!
I have a habit of forgetting which hole Andre's in, so, yeah.
Beat it!
I don't actually know if that's supposed to be, Matilda the fairy from the first game. I don't know if she's a different thing or not.
Oh my god!
All I know is she has a horrible voice actress.
Andre is gonna reach the heart! It's the end of the world as we
Ugh,
know
please
it.
never talk again.
Then the cloud!
But it's okay, because we'll never see that character again. Ever. I think we see Murphy in the ending sequence, but both of these characters just sort of melt after this level and we never see them again.
If I were you, I'd call it quits and head straight for the Spider-Man 2 audition.
That's the point, he references the Spider-Man 2 auditions there. When was this game made? I think it was made in 2004, which I'm pretty sure was the year before Spider-Man 2 came out. I don't actually know. Also, these lobster-looking enemies, the one that I got hit by at the start of the level, rather embarrassingly, we'll never see them again. Either they're exclusive to the first level. After this, it's all hoodlums all the time. There's a few gems scattered around this area, not too many. You usually want to get the lowest scoring ones first, but like I said, I'm trying not to be too anal about this because I'm recording it. Like, when I play the game in my own time, there's a tri-bell back here for those who care. When I play the game in my own time, I will be really anal about the points and I will try and, maximize everything. But that's really laborious because there are quite a few times in the game where you'll have to ascend a tower or something, and then you'll unlock a power-up which takes you to the next area, but along the way there are points, so if you're being really anal about the score, you have to deliberately avoid all of the gems. Oh, cutscene. Yeah, point is you'd have to avoid the points in order to get the power-up first. So, Lummox's Glowbox has just swallowed the big bad of the game. Bummer. As you can imagine, being that we're lumbered with Glowbox for the rest of the game, we're also going to be lumbered with the big bad of the game, which leads to some rather cringe-worthy dialogue, in all honesty. Anyway, Heart of the World. Where's Moron? Where's Moron? There he is.
Excuse me, have you seen Andre?
Oh, you idiots! Just what I thought. Andre isn't dead. We can't keep Glowbox near the heart. It's too risky. Rayman, Glowbox is your friend. Take him to the witch doctor in Clearleaf Forest. He and I go way back. He'll know how to get rid of Andre.
Look out, Rayman. Andre is a black lum, and black lums are twisted. He may even force Glowbox to drink plum juice. And we all know Glowbox is allergic to plum juice. See you in Rayman 4!
Murphy, where did you go? You were over there in the cutscene. Anyway. That's the portal that we need to move on, but we're not going to do that first because there's a secret room in this area. If you jump on that very easy to not notice ledge, then we can find a switch up here that opens up a panel in the wall. There are many, many secret rooms scattered throughout this game, all of which contain, well not all of which, but the majority of which contain a green gem, which will give you 1500 points if you collect it. This is pretty much the key to getting high score in the game, just finding all the secret rooms. Anyway, let's head into the portal and glitch the game. Yeah, if you roll into a portal, you bypass the cutscene trigger and end up taking fall damage in the bottomless void. Time for something weird. There's never really an explanation for this in the game. We just kind of do this after every few levels. It's just our way of transitioning from one world to another, but there are so many questions you can raise here. Where are we? Where did we get the board from? Who's playing the music? What's happening? I don't know. Like I said before, the Rayman series has never really been too preoccupied with logic or reasoning. It's just a absurd fantasy setting that sort of plays by its own rules. These sections aren't that difficult, to be honest. If you reach the end of the platform, Rayman will jump automatically. Generally, you don't want to do that. You want to jump just before the end of a platform, because that gives you a bit more freedom over where you're going. You don't have to make all the jumps perfectly. If you miss a platform slightly, Rayman will kind of snap onto it, but it can be kind of challenging for the first time. Falling off, all it does is remove 1 point from your score, so if you find yourself missing a group of gems, it might be an idea just to throw yourself off the track, because you only lose a point for falling, and you could lose much more if you miss a big group of gems. So, I hope this has been good so far. This is the first big 3D game that I've done. Again, big thanks to Paul the Tall. Big thanks to Paul the Tall, pronounce your T's and H's, boy, for showing me how to get this game working. I do really like this game a lot. It does pick up a lot after the tutorial world. I do think the tutorial world is the least enjoyable level in the game, but it needs to be done, so yeah, let's end this. And I didn't get 100%. Fuck. I hate myself. Not really. Sort of.
What the? Who turned off the nice music? Hope I didn't break anything. Music, where are you?
Shut it! And get me out of here! I'm thirsty!
Rayman, I need medical attention, quick!
Well, this has been Marcbrightside, and that was the Fairy Council, so we'll be moving on to Clearly Forest next part, and we'll try and get Glowbox to this doctor that we keep hearing about. So until then, see you next time. Did I get the smiley face? Yeah, I got the smiley face.